Eso.
And enough rest. What time you going to sleep at night? You need to put the phone down at this time, and just all that. Not really. Sometimes I'll go off of that, but.
Israel Madrimov. He is older than Canelo. He is coming up in weight. He is coming off a long layoff. I can't look at Canelo Williams' school.
Joe Rogan and Terence Crawford reacted to Canelo Alvarez's intensive workout film by underlining the need of bounce. They stated that, while such dedication is admirable, the rest is just as important. Physical strength and mental focus are needed while preparing for a significant bout, not just constant hard training.
Physical training, your technical training, everything's got to come together.
Everything. But when you, and it's crazy because like in the past interviews, I was like, man, Canelo too big, man. It's weight classes for a reason. I was like, nah.
Canelo can be seen aggressively practicing for his forthcoming bout with Crawford, displaying strong commitment and focus. His movements show determination, indicating that he is fully prepared for the major battle.
There's just guys that just have preposterous power, and Canelo is a guy that has power but is constantly working on it. There's a great clip of him working with Andy Ruiz. You know that shield, that weird hand shield that they hold up for hooks?
Yeah.
And he's like, this is not for speed. This is just power, just power. He's like, don't try to be fast with this, just power. And you see him just, hey, boom. Bro, he hits so hard.
Eso. Venga. 5, venga. 1, 2, 3, 4. Eso. Enjoy.
Following Canelo Alvarez's recent victory over William Skull, many supporters have turned their backing to him ahead of his forthcoming fight against Terence Crawford. They stress Canelo's momentum and experience while underlining Crawford's shortcomings, including as going up weight classes and being older than Canelo. These considerations have led a sizable segment of the boxing world to feel Crawford faces a difficult task.
Terence Crawford has had one fight above 147 pounds, and everyone, including Terence Crawford, will tell you that was not his finest performance against Israel Madrimov. He is older than Canelo. He is coming up in weight. He is coming off a long layoff. I can't look at Canelo Williams' school and say, you know what? Canelo is too far in a decline to beat Terence Crawford. Not until I've seen what Terence Crawford looks like at 168 pounds.
No, same here. And even though we could see Canelo Alvarez diminishing, we're still going to favor him because he's been in there with the bigger, stronger men. Crawford's not going to be able to hurt him. Crawford will be able to pepper him up, win rounds. Like I tell you, I have an image of Canelo Alvarez after the fight. He's going to be bloodied and bruised because he's going to get pot-shotted. He's going to throw 2-3 punches, pepper him up, and then get an angle. Then once Canelo starts realizing I'm falling behind here or I'm getting hit too much, I gotta do something great, that's when Crawford's gonna have to get on his bike.
Despite the criticism and concerns, Terence Crawford remains unshaken. He sees this fight with Canelo as a chance to push himself and silence the critics. Crawford says battling someone bigger is nothing new for him. He's eager to prove everyone wrong and accept the challenge, thinking that heart, determination, and talents can bridge the size gap.
That's a fight because of the challenge. Yeah. I love the challenges, and I love the people that I hear them now. You're too little. Canelo gonna break you. He's gonna stop you. You come from 147, that weight too big. This and that. I can hear it now, and that just excites me to go in there and just be like, okay. Let me prove him wrong once again.
That fight would be gigantic. If Canelo gets through Jermell and then you guys fight, that fight would be gigantic.
And it's crazy because, like, in the past interviews, I was like, man, Canelo too big, man. It's weight classes for a reason. I was like, nah. But in my mind,
Rolly Romero noticed the obvious weight difference between the two boxers, but expressed his support for Crawford. He noted that, while stature is important in boxing, Crawford's talent and determination should not be overlooked. Romero stated his hope that Crawford can pull off the upset, saying that he sees something special in Crawford's ability to defeat Canelo.
I hope Crawford beats the shit out of him.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, I'll tell you like this. I mean, the weight division things, you know, but I hope Crawford beats this shit out of him.
Why do you want to see Crawford beat the ish out of Canelo?
I just hope Crawford beats this shit out of him.
Why? Like Canelo, is it because of the last fight? Like you haven't been a fan of Canelo, or like why? Like you like Crawford that much? Took your copy.
What Canelo did on that day was disrespectful to boxing. It was just simply disrespectful to boxing in every way. Canelo.
Crawford's coach sent a serious message to Canelo, saying that doubting Crawford's toughness would be a huge mistake. He stressed Crawford's bravery and fighting spirit, warning that ignoring him could lead to unforeseen results. In the ring, the coach's words serve as a reminder of Crawford's toughness and ability to face hardship.
The one thing about Crawford is he got guts. Them bums ain't have no guts. Them bums didn't want to win. Crawford want to win. That's it. It ain't about no belt. It ain't about nothing. You didn't sign the contract. We want to win, and he want to be the best, and he is the best. So that's what's going to be the difference. You know, Crawford got guts. He got a fighting spirit. So when you see Crawford, he going to go in there and get busy with Canelo. Don't you even doubt that. You understand? You ain't never seen Crawford stay on the back foot in no fight in his life. You understand? He the type of guy to go get you. So expect him to go get him. We going to do everything we can to him. We going to do whatever we got to do. But one thing you can expect is Crawford is going to step to him. Because you can't beat Canelo going on the back foot forever. You got to go get him. You got to do something. And he better know Crawford is coming.
Despite extensive attention to the weight discrepancy, former NFL standout Antonio Gates expressed confidence in Crawford's strength and skill set. He suggested that Crawford's technique and ring IQ allowed him to defeat Canelo. Gates went so far as to name Crawford the world's best boxer and predict that he will win.
Terence Crawford, Canelo.
Yeah, I believe Terence Crawford is going to be in top shape, and I believe he's good enough to outpoint Canelo. But I believe the power would be a challenge, if you will. So I'm going to say Terence Crawford.
Terence Crawford?
Because I think Terence Crawford is the best boxer in the world.
You got Bud Crawford and Canelo. They're slated to fight in September.
It's going to be an interesting fight. Honestly, it's kind of 50-50 in my opinion. Obviously, Canelo's got the weight and natural size advantage, but Bud's very technically skilled and sharp. Yeah. So it's going to be a good fight.
In response to the building excitement, Canelo recognized Crawford's achievements and left the door open for the bout, saying, "You never know. Maybe one day I wake up and want to fight that guy." This speech displayed Canelo's tempered confidence and respect for his fellow fighter, while still preserving his status as one of the sport's best fighters.
I fight with everybody, with every champion, with all the best out there, and when somebody approach you like that and call you out like that, you don't need to give them money. So, and like I say, I can do whatever I want now, and just I don't like that way he approached.
Do you think Terence Crawford is approaching you in the proper way?
I think he's wanted the fight and doing respectful. You know, I want Canelo. No, nothing bad, saying bad things about me or whatever. No, but like I say, you never know too. Maybe someday I wake up and I say I want to beat that guy, right?
Yeah, and look, you've earned this. You've earned this right.
Yeah.
With all you've done for the sport, you're the face of boxing. There's no question about that.
Yeah.
And I understand you've earned this respect. So you give respect for everyone. You're a respectful guy, and you want respect back.
Yeah. I always respect my opponents and every.
Stevenson commented on the contest, saying that in boxing, the winner is determined by talent rather than bulk. According to Stevenson, he thinks Crawford is capable of defeating Canelo. Crawford's skill level may compensate for any physical disadvantage, and he feels sure in his ability to achieve.
Yo, I'm like this nice cause of Bud. Like, me truthfully, like, I done got better through the years. Like, not even just being in the ring with him, but even being outside the ring. Watching his demeanor, watching what he doing in his sparring, watching his training camp, how hard he trained. Like, dog, I owe Bud a lot, so I never even talk about too much sparring.
Yeah, I got you.
Shakira, everybody just keeps saying, bro, he lighting the ass, the weight. I'm like, yeah, all right.
Yeah,
what you
but
say about that?
I think skills pay the bills.
Yeah.
And I feel like he's not as little as people think. Like people think he like very small.
He cut weight to get the 147, 154.
Yes. Yeah. He's not as small as like people think. It's just he look like it.
Yeah.
So like if you see him in
person
and he get on a scale or something, you wouldn't believe that's his weight.
I told somebody the other day he might get on the scale weighing like 166, 167 fighting Canelo, and people wouldn't believe how ripped up and cut up he'll still look. He won't look like he's overweight Terrence Crawford. He gonna look like a solid Terrence Crawford.
I think he beat Canelo though. I've been saying I remember when he fought when they fought. Go watch an interview after the fight. I literally said I think Terrence Crawford will beat Canelo.
Okay, I would say.
Throughout his training camp, Terrence Crawford's dedication has been on full display, especially during leg day sessions, where he has been spotted pushing through squats, lunges, and other resistance-based exercises to improve explosive power and bounce. This emphasis on physical training shows how seriously Crawford is preparing, especially given the challenge he confronts in Canelo. Despite the weight concerns, former world champion Andre Ward has openly backed Crawford's chances, praising his boxing acumen, adaptability, and mental power, claiming that these qualities make him more than capable of defeating Canelo. Ward stressed that in boxing, mental preparedness may frequently trump physical skills.
I'm going with Terrence Crawford. You know, big weight jump, a dangerous fight, but somebody's got to prove to me that they can break Terrence Crawford's will and that he can't figure it out against you. You know, it ain't no disrespect toward Canelo, but I've said this the last couple of years. I'm not betting against Terrence Crawford against nobody right now. You got to show me that you can beat him.
While Canelo remains a popular choice for many, his showing against William Skull aroused questions. The fight had a record low punch total of 445 between both boxers over 12 rounds, showing Canelo's lack of urgency and intensity. Critics are concerned that this is a sign that Canelo's age and experience in the ring are starting to show.
And after really the Triple G fight is when we've seen the slippage on Canelo. And over the last 2 years, it's been immediately apparent. It's been apparent straight away over the last 2 years. Canelo's feet have always been slow. He's always been very slow-footed. So when people are saying, oh, it looks like his legs are slowing down, yeah, they are. They've never been quick, but now they're even slower, which is a problem. And Jim Lampley on commentary on Friday night show was saying that one of Canelo's biggest strengths is his legs. It generates power and it helps with his punch resistance. Well, those legs are sliding and that power is diminishing. Canelo hasn't had a stoppage win now since he knocked out Caleb Plant in 2021. And yeah, he's dropped some of these guys, not been able to go through the gears. His gas tank, you can put that into question as well. And Canelo Alvarez, come July, be 35 years old. So he is, look, Canelo's been around so long and his real prime was in his mid-20s. So we associate Canelo, mid-20s to early 30s. So we kind of associate Canelo with that. I don't want to say ever young, but you know, he is still young, just not in boxing senses. But he's been around so long, 20 years a pro, and he's been at world levels for probably 15 of those. You're going to expect some slippage. And I think in this fight, an opponent, it was very negative, yes, but an opponent who Canelo Alvarez of 5 years ago would have handled.
Mikey Garcia, on the other hand, thinks Canelo will win mostly because of his natural stature and punching ability. Garcia mentioned that Canelo's physical dominance could overwhelm Crawford, especially if Crawford is unable to match the intensity. Those who value expertise and power in such matchups share this opinion.
I'm not even a fan of that fight. They're too many weight classes apart. And although the skills, Crawford is one of the best fighters that I've seen. Now, Canelo is, fighting at 168. Crawford just moved up to 154, and he had some trouble with that in that fight. Now, where do you plan on going? 164, 65, 66? Yeah. Canelo ain't gonna come down to 160. Yeah, Canelo ain't gonna come down, maybe 166 max if he accepts. Yeah. I think Canelo wins that fight based on just the size. Crawford's a better skilled fighter. but the difference in size will be the deciding factor. And that's why I'm not even a fan of that fight. I think Crawford has accomplished everything he had to accomplish. From 140, 147, now 154. That's even greater for him. He wants to do something, collect belts at 154. He can attempt that. But there's no money in that compared to the Canelo fight. And Canelo is trying to fight other guys, and at that point, it's more of a big fight, for the money that's gonna generate. But as a fight fan, I'm not really a fan of that matchmaking. I'd rather see Canelo move up and fight somebody like Beterbiev or Bivol again. If he wanted to challenge himself, move up to 175 again, and challenge himself against those guys.
In his most recent fight, Canelo threw only 152 punches, which is significantly below what is expected of a boxer of his quality. Critics questioned his lack of energy and if he could still handle fast-paced fighters like Crawford. Concerns about Canelo's quickness and stamina have given fresh aspects to the discussion. Crawford won the WBO interim super welterweight title after going up to 154 pounds, while some onlookers noticed a decline in knockout power from his 147-pound days. Crawford's technical perfection and strategic intellect have stayed strong. His serenity under pressure and ability to adjust in the ring make him a formidable opponent regardless of weight.
You understand me? You see what that say? Jamel Charlo what is the WBA junior middleweight champion in recess. Jamel Charlo is the WBC junior middleweight champion in recess. Nah, I mean, Virgil Ortiz Jr. is the WBC intern junior middleweight champion. Nah, I mean, so make it make sense. People gotta make it make sense. Charlo's still a big dog there. Yeah, that's my camera behind me. Charlo's still a big dog there. So a lot of people need to get their facts straight. Understand? Opinions don't matter. It's all facts. No opinions. Sport podcast. And I'm always going to bring you the real, never the fake. And I'm never late on the news. You hear me? Get at me, man. Dollar.
As the anticipation grows, the Crawford versus Canelo argument stays polarized. Canelo fans emphasize his power, experience, and stature, whilst Crawford supporters underline his discipline, skill, and strategic genius. Both fighters have earned respect in their own way, making this possible clash one of the most anticipated in contemporary boxing. Finally, the outcome may be decided by the heart in the ring rather than the weight on the scale. With both sides completely involved and fans eagerly watching, this fight has the potential to be a watershed moment that redefines what truly matters in a title match.
Be great. That'll be 3 times. If you go 154 and win the belt, that's 3 times super. Then I said, chase super greatness. Come on, Canelo. 160.
Well, if he can get in there with Charlo in like his next 2 fights where he still got age on his side, then maybe go up again. Like if he's trying to chase the greatness. But I mean, he already done something that's never been done. Charlo don't want none of that smoke.
That's all for today's show. Stay tuned until the next time.